Good afternoon, YouTube. East New York's finest host by Mike. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? This Monday is another Monday. Like last Monday, I decided to go down to Union and Watchung. So I went south of where I live at, or south of where I normally go to go thrifting. It did pay off. I got a couple of decent things. So I'm gonna show you guys what I got. Before I get into that, I just want to share something with you guys. Sometime in the next couple of weeks to a month. I may or may not be doing videos anytime soon here because I may have to padlock the door up here and keep this stuff restricted and locked because we're going to be doing a move out. A move out is basically when you're things are going on in your house and technically we have to do a move out. Sometimes it happens when there's a fire or when there's a lot of like flooding issues and whatnot. Our insurance company gave a thumbs up and called it a loss. We have a lot of damage due to the AC unit. Me and my wife had to pay $8,500 to two different companies to redo the roofing of the back porch and the siding of other areas where they deemed water caused the damage. That has to come out of our pocket. And we also had to make sure that AC unit, because we have multi-zone central air. So the second unit, which they actually put on top of the back porch roof, which was stupid. They should have put it on the ground as well, but the old owner, the cheap prick, decided to just skim out and put it up there instead of paying an extra $200 to $300 in materials to put it down on the ground where it should have been. If that was the case, we wouldn't have had the damage we have. So anyway, we were just told this morning that it's going to be a 3-month to 6-month process. And because the damage is so significant on how they have to get up the floors, the ceiling, the walls and stuff like that, everything in the house has to be gone. And on top of everything in the house have to be gone, it's not really livable because of, conditions, and they don't want nobody to be walking around on a raw floor and stuff like that. So yeah, that's that. So they were like, well, they could put you in a hotel. Well, I'm not staying in nobody's hotel for no 3 to 6 months. That's not happening. People got bed bugs. You get a lot of stuff going on, and we need more than one room. We have a 5-family house, and then so the insurance company's supposed to find us a house. So now they gotta find something suitable and something near us. I'm not trying to go in no other damn town or county and deal with that craziness. So now I gotta get, I gotta bring vehicles. It's just so much. It's too much of a hassle. And then it's like, what are we gonna do for clothing now? Like, like what? Every couple of days we gotta bring all our dirty clothes over here, stay in an empty house and do laundry. I mean, it's bad enough we're gonna be inconvenienced. We have a dog, we have birds, I have lizards and spiders. I'm not gonna give up any of my animals that's gonna inconvenience me to get rid of just to be convenient to anything else because of issues that shouldn't have happened in the first place. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. That's what I'm dealing with. And we found out today that we have to do a pack out. They have to pack out the whole second floor, and they have to pack out obviously the dining room and living room as well. And we have some damage due to the water. The insurance company is covering everything inside the house, but nothing on the outside. That's why me and my wife had to come out of pocket for $8,500 to do all that stuff ourselves. So that way there won't be a recurring or worsen issue. So this way, when they take care of everything they need to be taken care of, everything will be fine. So outside of that, there is some stuff that got damaged due to water as well. So we're gonna assess that once we do a pack out. So that's gonna be that. Outside of that, let's get to this. I already spoke almost about 4 minutes of what's been going on. So outside of that, this morning I did go to Union first. I went south of where I normally go, and on top of that, south of where I live, which is I went to Union. So I went to Union Target, and I also went to Union's Walmart. I got items from both places. Then from there, I went to 2nd Avenue, which is also in Union. Got a few, like 2 or 3 things from there. Then from there, I met up with Eddie. He wasn't ready, so I ate something real quick. Then I drove down to Watchung, which is about 2 or 3 towns down, basically 10 minutes more south, or central south, or south central, or whatever you want to call it, from Union to the My Unique down there. I think I left there empty-handed, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I brought it. No, I didn't buy anything from there. They didn't have anything to buy. But in Union, My Unique, I did. Actually, I'm going to say from 2nd Avenue in Union, I went to the My Unique in Union. I did get I think 2 items from there, 2 Transformers. It's ironic because they had other stuff that was just way overpriced, and the fact that they had these for that price, it just didn't make any damn sense. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Then from there, I went to the Watch Hong My Unique, and then like the next light, literally the next light from there, which is probably about 1,000 feet or less. They have a Watch Hong Target and a Watch Hong Walmart. So did I get anything from? I did get some stuff from the Watch Hong Target and the Watch Hong Walmart. Then from there I met up with Eddie. Then after that I came home. Well, I picked up Isaiah, then came home, and then I came home. So let me show you guys what I got. I'm just so tired and lazy right now. I'm just comfortable. So let me see if I can do this in the order that I should do it in. Okay. Alright then. Should have had all this ready. Okay. So last week I was talking to one of the workers, one of the electronic guys in Target and Union. Real cool guy. I like him because he does things by the book. He don't, you know what I'm saying, he's not like a lot of other workers they had there where they turn around and they did grimy stuff. They turned around and they did stuff that wasn't kosher, wasn't cool. Okay, so where the hell did I get this one from? Oh, I think I got this one from, okay. Yeah, I did. Alright, so anyway, he said all they had was the NECA turtles. I mean the NECA frogs again. They didn't have anything else because I am trying to get Chrome Dome. And he's always talking to me. He always gives me heads up on stuff, but he doesn't do like everybody else. He don't be doing that. Give me cash and I'll hook you up and call you and all that other jibber jabber. Like a lot of the other workers that were working there did, and there were a lot of scalpers. And so last week at that same location, they actually had the new McFarlane. The new McFarlane 1966 Batman. I should have picked it up, but I didn't. I was like, you know what? I want to pick up as much of them as possible at the same time. I didn't think it would be something that would not be on the shelves. I figured, you know, sooner or later more of them would come out. People would want them, or they wouldn't be that popular. But I think now they also have a 66 Batmobile that's either out or coming out. So that right there will make you want to get the Batman and Robin. So anyway, today they didn't have the Batman. They had one in the same NECA Funko section. Then they had another Batman on the shelf somewhere else in the toys. So I looked around the whole store, nothing. They didn't have any of them. So I did walk back and I picked up the one Joker. And well, I think they had one of 2 Jokers there. Or anyway, I picked up the Joker and Robin. Because I missed out last week on the Batman. And I should have got him anyway. But I was stupid. Not really stupid. I was hesitant. I didn't get it. So I did pick them up today, and they're under $20. You know, they look really, really cool. Batman Classic TV series. So these are actually pretty cool. I would have liked it if they had better articulation, something similar to like the multiverse and or the DC Classic figures, like having that hip, you know, having the hips be able to move out, you know, like part like they could do the split, and give them ab and or chest articulation along with bicep swivel would have been great. I mean, for what they are, especially considering that, you know, McFarlane was always known for beautiful head sculpts on toys, but his articulation was never there. He used to always make stuff that looked nice, but they were always in like prefixed, almost like statuesque, you know what I mean? And the fact that he's actually giving you articulated figures is pretty good. And these are, I mean, you know, and you know, he made them. It's smart how he did this. I know one guy before was telling me in I think Meadowlands, he was like he don't like the new way. He don't like them because they're 6-inch. And I said, dude, that was smart that he did them in 6-inch, because now I personally think that it's going to, you know, the stuff looks good and it will go very well with your, you know, your regular DC Classic and Multiverse wave along with Marvel Legends wave, because that's 6 inches, unlike his regular Multiverse wave where that's 7-inch figures. They don't go in good with the Marvel, like all the other 6-inch figures. So the fact that he made these 6-inch was smart, because hey, you make this line 6-inch, then that way you can make the vehicles, 1/6 scale vehicles. No, not 1/6 scale. You know what I mean? 1/12 scale vehicles for the figures. So I thought that was smart. Plus, for anybody because there are a lot of people that don't collect and or like the 7-inch guys because they don't sink in right with their 6-inch line. You got a lot of people out there who just collect 6-inch and or 3-inch 3/4 scale. You know what I mean? You got people that just collect that stuff, or collectors like to mix and match stuff together, but they want them to be in scale. So the fact that McFarlane did these in 6-inch, I thought was very, very brilliant. Especially if that's, if I'm not mistaken, I think the 66 Batmobile is either out or coming out. I did see a video on YouTube, I think a couple days or a week ago, but I wasn't really concentrating on it, so I don't remember if I saw it in somebody's collection already, and or if it was a screenshot or something like that. I don't remember. So if anybody out there know, let me know. I can't remember, but if it's out and or coming out, I will get it because I love vehicles for figures. I would love to see McFarlane or somebody do a 6-inch Back to the Future line. Like, I would love to see a Marty McFly with a Doc and DeLorean. They already have the Hot Wheels, the Hot Toys version. I would love to see a 1/12 scale DeLorean and 1/12 scale Back to the Future figures. All of them. And I would love to see Marty McFly's Toyota pickup truck. That would be off the chain. I doubt anything like that would ever happen, but we can always hope. So outside of that, what I picked up in Walmart and Union, they only had one, and I did pick it up. Box is beat up, but woo, sorry about that. So I did get this, and being that the box was kind of beat up, I don't really care about the boxes. No, sorry about that. But I got a discount on it. I think this goes for 60. I think it was $79.99. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was. Whoop. Yeah, I think it was $79.99. Let me see. But when I saw it, I had to have it because I like getting the leaders and stuff that, they come with extra stuff. Like I have the Biden not appearing for protesters. I don't like Biden. I don't really hear nothing more about that stupid old senile prick. I mean, everybody already know how I feel about Biden. I don't like him. I don't like Kamala Harris. I don't like him at all. And they're not good leaders for the country. She's just, let's just leave it alone. So brand new's going for 71, but I think it was like $79.99. But it is a Transformers Kingdom War of Cybertron trilogy. There's a couple of them. I think the first one was Transformers Siege or something like that, and that I fell in love with the line because they have, when they transform, they look beautiful. They have the head sculpts from the cartoons, and I love the fact that when you transform them, that plastic. I mean, over the years, I start liking the plastic they use, and they incorporate the plastic to all these lines very well. Hasbro did a great job on the paint apps, everything, the articulation. Yeah, there really isn't no metal parts unless it's like a screw or a little rivet or something that holds it in place to where it won't break or whatever. And the fact that when you transform them into robot mode from vehicle mode or whatever, or the alternate mode, they have less to almost no kibble, and they have very, very, very great stanceability and action pose ability. That's what I love about these, and I fell in love with them. I've been collecting them ever since. There are a lot of them I'm missing, but I had to have this. I did get this one probably about 4 or 5 months ago, maybe longer than that. It was just Hot Rod. It was Hot Rod by himself, and this is Rodimus Prime, where technically, we watch the cartoon, he's a little bigger, and he comes with the trailer. So he basically becomes the new leader of the Autobots. So you got Rodimus Prime, which is basically Rodimus, aka short, Hot Rod. So they gave him a full name, and I'll open this up and see what's going on with that. You got the touch, you got the power. So then from there, I went to 2nd Avenue, right? Yeah, I went to 2nd Avenue. So, yay, here we go for 2nd Ave. So, What else spend a second? Second Avenue. The book was $2, and 4 video games came up to $7.96. They were $1.99 each. So my total came up to $10.61. And what is this from Target? What is this? Okay, so that's for this one. I got another receipt somewhere. Whatever. Okay, all right. So this is what I got from Second Ave. Definitely a good score. Whoa! If I don't break something. Ah. One I got to keep. The other one I may keep. I don't know yet. But for the Wii, we got The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I had all these Zelda games, but I sold off everything, and I'm only keeping games that I know I'm going to play. I don't care. I mean, I got rid of a lot of Grail games that were worth $300-400, like Chibu or Chibi Robo or something like that for the GameCube. That's like that game's worth money. I sold off. I traded all that stuff to Dave, who owns Scam Likely. Don't you guys hate these calls? As soon as you do something important, you got these Neanderthals. There should be a law against that. So Dave McMarrow, he owns Hidden Treasures, a.k.a. when he was in Rochelle Park, Jersey, he had a store called Antique Collectible Mall, which was on, I forgot the route it was on, but anyway, now he's in Livingston Mall, and I did a lot of trading with him. And I came up. I came up because I know what I paid for the stuff. Even though the stuff was worth a lot of money, I know he's happy with the deal he got. I'm very happy with the deal I got because I got the Flag, the Terradome, the Defiant, and so many vehicles. I had to get parts for some of them, but a lot of vehicles, a lot of G.I. Joes that helped get me centered and getting a lot of stuff. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, I may hold on to this book. I may not because there's a chance I may come across this game for the Wii. So I may hold on to it. It only cost me $2. And like I said, I paid basically $11 for this book and these 4 games. So for the okay, my phone fell right on my foot. So for the Xbox One, we got Star Wars Battlefield. I should have been checked that before. I didn't even check before. Then we also got Halo 5 Guardians for the Xbox One. The Halo 5 I'm definitely keeping because I haven't played Halo in years. And then for the original PlayStation, we got Final Fantasy VII, 3 discs. And then all 3 discs are in there. So let's check the discs. Disc 1, dirty with scratches on it. But what do you expect? It's like almost a 20-year-old game. Disc 2 should be a little better. Yeah, scratches as well. And then disc 3. Dirty with scratches. That's a movie. And it's the greatest hits version, so I don't really like keeping greatest hits. I like originals. Then here we got Parasite Eve. This game is expensive. Unfortunately, it's missing a disc. It's missing disc 3. So not good. I know it came with 3 discs and it's missing 1. So I'll just put this to the side. I mean, I paid $2 for these games each. So yeah, Parasite Eve, unfortunately, not worth anything without that 3rd disc. So basically, Star Wars Battlefront and Halo 5 and this. I paid $11 for everything. Yeah, you can say $11 because it was $10.61. So, yeah. I didn't even look. I knew it had 2 discs in it, but I forgot that Parasite Eve comes with 3, not 2. The chance of me getting disc 3 are very hard to almost unlikely, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Most likely I'm not going to keep it. Only thing I might keep in that is actually the Halo 5, because I don't think I have that. Okay, so outside of that, I drove back south, and I went to Watchung, and I went to Watchung Target, and in Watchung Target, I spent $18.89 on a Transformers Generation Deluxe NAW. And then I got the G.I. Joe figure with the bike. That was $41.99. So both of them came up to $64.91. But Eddie saw it in the truck, and I owe him a lot of money. And he's like, "Oh, wow, you got this?" And I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Yo, man, I mean, there was 3 of them there." And I seen the same guy earlier in the other Target. Even he said, "Man, I'm seeing you everywhere I go today." But he didn't say in a disrespectful way. And he noticed I had the bike in my hand. He said, "Oh wow, you got that? Good for you. Where'd you get it from?" And I said, "Oh, they right here." Because he was talking to somebody in the other Target and stuff like that. And he was also talking to me about oil issues and I guess shipments of stuff just sitting off the bay in California because they have no workers. I don't know, something he was talking about. And that's why we're not getting a lot of this stuff. And anyway, I pointed to him, and they only had 2 left. So it was 3, and I got 1, and he took 2. And when he took both of them, that's when I knew he was a scalper. I mean, I wasn't too sure in the other Target in Union, but when I saw that, I knew he was a scalper. So if I knew that, I would have hit him, or I wouldn't even told him about it. They're right at the end cap. And then it was ironic because I could have took 2 of them. And Eddie was like, "Oh man, I need one of those." I didn't know Eddie collect that stuff. If I knew that, I would, but I gave him mine. I said, "Don't worry about it. I'll get another one." I said, "Listen, I owe you a lot of money." I could have easily charged him. I should have charged him more money, but he's a friend. So I basically told him to give me what I paid for it. It was like, it was $41.99. So the taxes is like $2. So I basically told him 44. So he took the 44 off my bill. At the end of the day, I owed him over $1,000 worth of stuff. So he didn't have to do that. I mean, we knew each other for years, and he owed me substantial amounts of money a lot, and I never hunted him down on it, and he always paid up. So saying, one hand washes the other. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, and that's how men do business. And I was like, you know what? I wasn't sure I was going to open it up or anything anyway. And I seen him yesterday. Another scalper who sells in Columbus had them, but I didn't even ask him how much he wanted for them. I already knew that I had money that I owed to Kenny. I owed him $120 from last week with the Return of the Jedi, Jabba's Palace band guys, whatever the hell you call them people. Oh, and I don't think it's Jabba's band. I think it's just the band from Tatooine. I don't remember. But anyway, he had a price at $150. He had a brand new one sealed in box, and I think he sold that last week. But that one he put aside for me because he had one sealed in box, and he had those loose but complete. He wanted $150, so he gave it to me for $30 off, which was $120. I told him to hold it for me until next week, which was just yesterday. I'm a man of my word. I keep my word. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't back on my word at all. And I brought some other stuff from him. He gave me about 50 Funko Pops in great condition. I put them all in Ziploc bags. Didn't have to do nothing to them or nothing like that. And I paid $1 for all of those, including the big ones. He looked out for me there. And then I came back and I brought a couple other items. Like I said, look at the video prior to this one and you'll see what I'm talking about. So, yeah. But anyway, so that's why I didn't buy from the scalper, because I didn't come with a lot of money. And at first, I already paid for the month, but I wasn't even sure what I was going to set up. So I did set up, and I made a couple hundred. I made just a little over to around 300 yesterday, which is still good. It's not, whatever. But anyway, so Eddie needed it, or he said he wanted it. He was real excited. I could see in his face. And I said, "No, dude, just take it. I owe you money anyway." So he looked out for me. The stuff that I brought him today, he took it. He took it off of what I owed. I owed him about $1,200 now because what was it? Saturday I took more stuff, about a little over almost $200 worth of other stuff, and everything, all my stuff added up to like over 3. But he forgot to count up the other Marvel figures. He didn't add that stuff up. So he still owes me on that. So right now I owe him like 800 and something now. 800 something is a lot better than basically 1,200. Then on top of that, now with this stuff may knock it back. This stuff may knock it down to the mid to lower 6s once he adds that stuff up, because we both forgot. So anyway, he took that G.I. Joe guy with the bike. He's my boy. You know what I'm saying? It was gonna just sit here anyway. So if he needs it for himself, or he needs it to resell it or trade it, whatever, it's all on him. I owed him money, so whatever. So the only thing I kept, because I brought 2 items from that watch on Target. I brought that, and something told me to get 2 of them, but I didn't. And I brought this guy, the Transformers movie. I do need to find Galvatron, and I think it's called the Wrecker, the motorcycle dude from the movie. I do want to get a couple of those, and I need to get a couple more of these guys too, the piranhas. So this was like actually about $20, 1889. So, you know, so I took a chance going down there, even though that's what I had met up with Eddie. So I went down there real quick after Watch Hong, because like I said, it's like literally less than 1,000 or so feet from each other. So I went there. Then from there, I was gonna just shoot straight back up to him. I was like, you know what? It's like less than a minute ride, and all together it's gonna be like a 8-minute difference, 8 to 12-minute difference, which ain't much. So I walked into the Walmart real quick, which they're in the same mall, just opposite sides, like a strip mall, because you know it's an outside mall. And then I got this. I wasn't too sure if I had this or not. It is Autobot Tracks, also from the Kingdom War of Cybertron trilogy. Like I said, all Hasbro's doing is Hasbro's just basically taking the same figures and they put them in different lines, and that's it, different boxes and different lines, but it's the same figures. And this actually turned into like a little jet thing and his original like Camaro type. But it's pretty cool. So before I open this, I'm gonna look at it to make sure I don't have it. I know I don't have Gnaw, and I definitely know I don't have Rodimus Prime. I do have Hot Rod, which is him, but without the matrix of leadership. That's a lot to say. Then outside of that, what did I get from? Oh, I didn't do everything exactly in order, because before I did that, I should have showed you what I got from the My Unique and Union. But it's okay, doesn't matter. As I was telling you before, how they had one box Optimus Prime that they had Japanese writing on it. They had it. I didn't even look it up. But the manager there, she's out her damn mind. Union's gotten ridiculously expensive with everything. Everything is ridiculously overpriced and retarded. But anyway, they did have this. They had some other Transformers there as well. This, I believe, is Megatron. Prime Megatron. I don't do a good Prime. I definitely do a pretty decent Megatron. Prime. And this was actually $4, and it was today I think it was blue, so I think blue was 50% off. So this wound up basically being $4. So this wound up being $2 and change. As you can see, oh, the tag, and then they had like one of those cheaper Soundwave sitting there. They had that priced at $10. Their price has gotten crazy. And this was actually, they had this blue tag at $3.99. Makes no sense. And this is the price should be at too. And then this caught my eye. I thought this was pretty cool. I think this is Age of Extinction. Extinction. I don't know what the hell this is. But it's got good weight on it. When it was just laying there, I was like, oh, it's one of them cheap ones. Then I was like, I don't remember that. Those paint apps look pretty good. And it's got like all the Cybertronian writing on it. And he come with this staff. And I'm like, is that a dragon or what? I couldn't really tell what it was. And then I even with this tape on, and I couldn't find no type of insignia or stamps on it because I wanted to keep it taped until I did this video. But as you see back here, $4 as well. So I was in and out of there real quick. I don't really like being in the Union or Watch Hong My Unique anymore, because almost a year ago, I think sometime next month, maybe late this month or next month, I had issues in the Watch Hong location, some physical problems, and I was banned. I was banned for a fight. I was banned basically for a year. I spoke to the security guard that I'm cool with, and he lifted it because one day I walked into the Union, My Unique, and I was walking in with Tony, and the manager just like blocked the door and said, "You can't come in." And I started to curse, but I was like, you know what? It's not worth it, and whatever. It don't make no sense to matter, to make matters worse. And I said, well, when can I come? And she was like, well, you got to talk to Henry. I said, talk to Henry? I was like, they make it sound like, that's something y'all do. I didn't even argue. I was just like, talk. Like, why I got to talk to somebody for? Like, sometimes they act real stupid. They act, make it seem like if I stole something or whatever. Like, that's something you do when somebody steals or some shit like that. Not something you do, to a customer that spent thousands of dollars there. Whether it's a fight or not, you don't know what's going on and whatever. But, I'm not going to argue with you or whatever. I'm just like, man, whatever. I got other places to go to, and I really didn't care. I missed out on a lot of stuff from what, Tony picked up and stuff like that. And I was upset, and I thought I had the right to be upset. I don't know where the hell this little fire thing is supposed to go. But this is a pretty cool staff thing. And like I said, this thing is very well made. It is, for what it is, it's very, very detailed. And it's got like a lot of, it's very well made, articulated hands. You can tell it's very, very, when I lifted it up, I was like, wow, this thing is actually really, really cool. Like, it's in really, it's painted, weathered very nice. It's got nice weight to it. And I'm like, this thing's got to be worth something. Because, it looks like the cheap, crappy ones, but then when you lift it up and you realize the weight and the material to it, I know it had to be worth something. But I wasn't too sure it was Grimlock. I'm like, I don't remember Grimlock being this color and all this stuff. I think he even have articulated jaw. So when I looked it up, and I see it's a leader class, and abbreviation is AOE, which stands for Age of Extinction. He might supposed to come with a sword or something, because he's got this little hole thing right here behind his back, where it looks like maybe a sword or something goes to. I'm not really too sure. But he does come with this staff thing, or maybe this thing's supposed to go back there. Who knows? But it is a beautiful thing, and I'll probably price this at $80 or something like that myself, just because it's really, really detailed and very nice. And it is a leader class, Age of Extinction Grimlock. And it is very heavy, very beautiful. So I know they definitely have some good Transformer stuff there, because the Megatron was there, this was there, and whoever had this had to be a collector, because the Optimus was in the box in their boutique area. I just thought their price was retarded. I was gonna say something, but just in case somebody from there is watching, I don't want the supervisor there to get in trouble, so that's why I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. And I think that's it, right? I already showed you guys the stuff. I showed you the McFarlane stuff. So let me show you what I got from Eddie. I met up with him just basically to get this stuff. Nothing spectacular. Just some stuff to add to my crap. Somebody yesterday at Columbus did ask me if I had any of the movie like Marvel Legend type, well, not Marvel Legend, Marvel movie figures, and I was like, no. But then I knew Eddie. I remember Eddie had them, so I picked them up. You got Rogue here. You got Cyclops. Another Rogue. Okay, I thought it was Jean Grey. And there's a Storm. So you just need Wolverine. So you got Storm here. Then I also got this from him. I had to hurry up because, he's doing that deal with that guy. This guy did buy basically bought the whole storage unit. When I say whole, I mean everything in the storage unit. So I got this cockroach guy. I don't know his damn name. He does have his backpack. So then I also got this Hulk. Hulk from the movie Hulk. These figures ain't worth shit. I bought everything. I basically gave him $12 for it. I ain't even argue with it. He just basically sold me everything for $12. So I got the 2003 Hulk movie, Toy Biz Hulk movie Hulk. Then we got the Marvel X-Men movie. We got civilian clothes Rogue. Then we got the 3 X-Men, whatever the fuck you call it. And of course the cockroach dude again. And also, I think his name is Nullifier. He's a G.I. Joe Cobra guy. I know I have the helmet here. I have the mask here somewhere. And I always try to get as many figures to Army build, especially Cobras. So, yeah, that's what I picked up today. And like I said, the only thing that I brought today out of pocket to not resell was the, well, this stuff. Like, the Transformer stuff. The 2-box, well, 3-box, if you think of Rodimus Prime. And then that G.I. Joe guy with the bike. I think his name is Breaker or something like that. And like I said, I was going to get 2 of them, but I kept 2 behind because I don't want to be a hypocrite. And I was like, well, I'm only going to get 1 to resell anyway. So, but if I knew Eddie wanted it, I would have picked it up for him. So when he said that, I said, but whatever. And this is the other receipt, right? Action figures. Oh, yeah, the 2 Batman figures. $17.99 each on the Batman figures. So they both came up to $38.36. So I spent 10 and 38, 48. We'll call that $49 right there. And I don't know. Okay. 49. I sure hope it don't start raining or leaking in my house again. If we do, we're gonna have a problem. So 48. So that's like 100, like 105, $110 is where I'm at with that stuff. So 110, because wait, it gotta be more than that, because I went to 2 Targets and 2 Walmarts. 2 Targets. So both Targets, you got $65, $64.91. So that's 65. So 65 and 38. Yeah, that's like $107, and then 10.60. Yeah, so you figure that's like 112 right there. But where are the Walmart? Because him in Walmart was 1995 or something like that. So that would have made it like 130. Let's say 135. So 135, and then this guy was basically like $200. You figure what I got from Eddie, I would call it, let's just say $215. So I spent $200. Let's say I spent $215 today, and I basically picked up that G.I. Joe just to give to Eddie. So, I just told him, go ahead, take it, don't worry about it. He look out for me and he does favors for me. I mean, he don't have to let me have shit, and you know what I mean? Like, he could be like, oh, I hold it for you, but trust is a two-way street. Friendship is a two-way street. You give and take in any relationship. So that's just the way it is. So I'll come across another one. I'm not a greedy person by any means, and I don't do things for self gratification. I do things because that's what you do. You do it to do it, or you don't do it. That's it. You either do it or you don't. So anyhow, and I also found this watch. I knew I had this. This is my second Manta. I got one from Bobby about 2 months ago. He had everything for it except it was missing something. I think it was missing a backpack. So he gave it to me for, I think I paid 10 or 15 for it. It had everything but this backpack. And then this second one I got from Eddie. And I knew I had this aside somewhere. I knew I had this and one of the other posts that link them both together. I just couldn't remember. And then almost a month ago when I sold this stuff to Ose, the Panamanian dude I know from New York, he brought my Night Raven I picked up from Kenny for $75 with the little paint issues on the bottom of it, or like the paint fade or whatever you want to call it, along with a lot of the other figures and stuff. I mean, I undersold that stuff. Like, the more I think about it, I undersold my shit. I gave him like over 35 figures. None of them had weapons, but they were all in pretty good condition. Nobody had broken thumbs, broken crotches. And I gave the missiles and the other miscellaneous bags that I brought out to part through. And I wasn't thinking, and I had everything in the box. And since I already made the deal with him, I wasn't going to be like, oh, no, I got to take this back. That's not how I do things. So I lost out. And I thought that this and this was in there. And thank God I was going through my drawer the other day. And I normally keep my snacks in my drawer here. And it was all the way in the back. And I looked at it, I said, oh man, thank God. So I completed my second manta, you know. I mean, it's not a big deal. Damn, these things are like, what, $20, $25, if that. And, yeah. So this stuff I got from Eddie. But this I got from Dave. It was one of these and one of these pieces. The little green one that completes the manta, that gives it the balance and stability. And it's a good thing I put it in the drawer, because I don't even know why I put it in that drawer, but I'm glad I did, and I didn't put it in the bag with the other stuff that I gave to Osei by mistake. So I definitely screwed that up. And it's my fault, it's not his, and I can't fault him because I don't know what I told him. But, you know, like last week, my mind wasn't there neither, because last week my truck cut off on me at the market. I left the key, like, right before you turn it over to turn the engine. The key was stuck in there with the, you know, with the radio on. You know how it is. And, you know, you're not supposed to keep a car and stuff on too long anyway without running the engine, because after a while it drains the battery. Just like your interior light or running stuff through the cigarette lighter or whatnot. That kills the battery, especially if the car's not on. If the car's not on, the alternator, because the battery basically gives the car a signal and electrodes to run through it. And the alternator is basically like your generator or your control panel or the electricity. It basically charges the whole car. You know, all the battery does is it kills over, and the alternator keeps the vehicle running. But alternator can't run. I mean, alternator is not going to work if the car is not running. You understand? So it alternates the power. That's why they call it alternators. I only know that because I was told that. So I'm not you know, mechanically inclined for nothing. I know how to change a tire, and I haven't done that shit in so long. I might mess that up. So don't get it twisted and think I know what I'm talking about. I mean, I know what I'm talking about because I was told that. That's what they are and what they do. Just like, for instance, on a motorcycle. Motorcycles don't have alternators. They have something called a stator. You know, and, you know, the stator is basically almost around the same housing area as your clutch, so to speak. So the stator is basically a motorcycle's version of an alternator. Same concept as well. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I think that's going to be about that. That's all I got to say about that. So the video wound up being a lot longer than it should have been, considering the fact that I had less stuff than I did. But you know how it is. I like talking. You know, get me talking, and you can't get me to stop. So anyway, thanks for watching, and please like, sub, share, and subscribe. And again, when people start doing it more, I'll start being more inclined to, you know, start doing giveaways. But, you know, people show the initiative, I'll start showing it. Peace.